So welcome back to round 11 of the Great Britain Silverstone GP upcoming, and you can see Williams 219 points in our third season, and we are absolutely flying. We've won 4 races out of 10 so far, 2 back-to-back wins as well. So we are actually, Stroll is in driver championship contention against Max Verstappen. We are at Silverstone, and we're just going to look at the car attributes. It is a power circuit, and you need low speed recommended, high speed crucial. So acceleration we know is not the best on our car, but we've put on some bad parts. That's why our powertrain is long, because, well, practice, we want to use them. We've got an underfloor, but I don't really want to get rid of that low speed, but we do make big grounds. But you can see for this track I'm not going to improve it too much. Suspension though does improve look, so I might still add the suspension. It only takes us down 1 on high speed, which I'm not too concerned about, but it does bring us up on the others. So just check this one again. It's going to bring us 4 on the low speed. Don't want to do that. I mean, it does help everything else, but I am going to keep it as it is then. So we are ready to go. Wow, what a season so far for Lance Stroll. Let's just check our facilities, make sure we're all good. We need to refurbish. We've got 5 million in the bank. Oh, I need to do the race simulator. That is next, big time. And then we need to save some money. So let's get into Silverstone. We have set our targets, both qualifying in the top 8. I think we could do better than that. I think we get both in the top 6 here, and we can get another great chance. Let's give it a go. We'll get you through practice at the home of motorsport. We'll get you into the next one. Can we get another win? So here we go in Q1, and what we're going to do is do what we do and send both cars for a run. Let's get these out as well and just see what sort of lap time we can do. That's all we need, so fingers crossed it's going to be enough to get through this session one without having to go again, and see where we stack up against everybody else as well. 24/7, and Stroll does a 25.3. Will we have to go again with Stroll? We're going to find out. So with rubber on the increase, because it was low earlier on, cars are starting better times. We did send Stroll out on the same tyre again, and he went a 10th off the pace, but Porsche put the very best time in Q1, and he only needed 1 run to do it. Hamilton is out in the Mercedes. That is a massive disappointment for Lewis Hamilton. He starts what will be P18 unless there is any penalties on the grid. Kevin Magnussen, Zhou Guan Yu taking some grid drops in this one. So we just got to go out and do the same again. We're going to use soft. We'll use our brand new sets, I think, and we'll just do a 1 run and see if that's going to be enough. We'll send straight away, like so. So let's just see, can we get through without any dramas? We're going to use a slipstream from Stroll to give Porsche an absolutely tow. Sainz comes out, but I don't think we're going to get held up. And these two might just got held up against Giovinazzi. I think Porsche did. 36.8, 37.4. It was a massively slow lap from Porsche. 1.8 seconds. So Porsche is struggling here. He is struggling. Yellow flag is out. Someone's had a moment, and that is quickly reduced. So 3 minutes. It was Alonso running wide. I'm going to send now with Porsche. This is it. This is our chance of getting Porsche through as Leclerc goes past. It's going to get slowed up quite a lot, Porsche, but Stroll not going to go again. It is down to this man to try and improve. There is no way he should be down in P13, not on his times at all. So new set of softs. This will be a very early exit from qualifying 2. And now we start. Can we get Porsche through into Q3? Just some bad laps so far that have really cost him. First sector's got to be green though. It's not where his first sector is the issue really. It's the last 2 sectors. So 27 or 25.0. What is that out there? 25.0. 24.9 for Max Verstappen. So it's only about a 10th off. That car gets out the way nicely. Hope no traffic now. Maybe a bit of slipstream from the Ferrari actually, which is ahead. Checkered flag is out. We're going to go on board. We might get a bit of a slipstream as we do. We're not improving though. 37.4. Let's just check into this final sector. 37.1. Wow. He is going out. He is 3 tenths down in the middle sector. I think Porsche is going to say see you later in this session. This is going to be a big shock. As he comes round the final corner, he doesn't. Wow. I didn't expect that. Porsche is out. Wow. Where's that pace gone? That was just some shocking laps. Wow, both cars in the top 6 has completely gone. How has he managed that? 25.8, look. What the hell has he done there? What has gone on in them 2 sessions? So off the pace. And now it's down to Lance Stroll to take P1 in this race. Can he get P1? We're going to send out early to our first lap. What do we do with Porsche? That was a shocker. He just had no pace in them final runs. And now we'll see what Stroll does. Doesn't get purple first sector. 25 flat pretty much on their first lap. Will that be provisional pole? It will at the moment. But Verstappen goes quicker now. Verstappen and Russell. So this is going to be interesting. Can we fight it out with them? We'll get ready to send out for our last run. It's very close though. When do we send? Oh, there's a lot of traffic out there. There is a lot of traffic. We tried to time it. We have got Magnussen ahead of us. We might not improve here. He's not actually that close, but what do we do? This is going to hurt us. I think we're going to get a lovely slipstream if he just backs off a little bit. And now we've started our lap. Hopefully that Magnussen shouldn't be too close. This could be the perfect slipstream. Can we improve on our sector times? We are going to get DRS and a tow all the way through. You can see us how we're closing up, and we might actually be too close now. Down the straight we go. It's going to be purple first sector, of course, with this beautiful tow from the Haas, but this Haas is going to get in the way. You can see how slower he is than us, and now we're going to start taking penalty because we're not going to be able to get past him. You can see we're after. Oh my god, that Haas is so slow. Surely we've got to make a move past here. Yellow, we're not going to improve. We are not going to improve. It's going to. That Haas is ridiculously slow in this sectors. How is he still out there? And we're going to start P5. It's been an absolute mess of a session. Wow. P5. That is very disappointing. You can see 24.896. I think would have been bang there. Not going to be 3 wins in a row, I don't think. Don't think it's going to be, because Porsche is in a very difficult position. Medium and hard he could run. Feel like we're going to go hards first and then mediums. But it's a very tricky one to run. That's a rank job out there. Could be the chance of doing it. Stroll. Feel like 2-stop would work nicely, but I can't do that middle stint. I don't know why it puts it together, because you just can't do that. I mean, I might go soft. Don't have 2 sets of mediums. That's annoying. It's not brilliant at all. Can I move that out a little bit? Probably not too far. I think I'm going to have to run that. Let's try. Let us try it. This is all we can do. Very disappointing race. Stroll 5th. And Porsche only P13.
The British Grand Prix is nearly upon us. Hold on tight.
Here we go. British GP. And we are not performed so far. But can we now perform as we settle off? We are going to go on board with Porsche. Strolls up to P4. Oh, big crash here in turn 1. There's another big crash. Please continue. There is cars everywhere here. We are continuing. Let's take a look. That was huge.
What happened there?
Huge first corner crash. And it all started. Mercedes got tagged, but there's already cars all over the place here. Porsche looks like he got round okay. That was a massive, massive crash in turn 1. You can see we are Now let's watch this crash, because that has all changed this race.
So here we go.
Charles
Getting into
Leclerc,
turn one. Barely any room to maneuver.
what does he do here? He comes together
His
with the
impact
Red
on the
Bull,
car, it's quite clear.
and then
I'm not
we
quite
get
sure
tagged
the
as well.
stewards will be watching this back again.
Wow. Gotta be safety cars. I mean, Stroll, look at that. P19. Let's ignore that for now. Minor front wing damage. That was a chaotic first lap, and Porsche is the one that's gained from it. You've got Leclerc at the back, Stroll at the back, Albon at the back. It is a disaster. But Porsche has found himself in a nice position at the moment. And a time penalty has been given to Max Verstappen, who is down in P14. So the big title contenders all taking big hits in that first corner pretty much. Russell and Perez left out front with Sainz and Alonso. Danny Ricciardo and Giovinazzi in Alfa Romeo, or Haas even, sorry, up to 5th and 7th. So this is going to be tricky to try and combat. But we're going to try. Going to move Porsche now. He's in this for the long run, and he's going to just cruise behind. We have got Stroll right behind Albon. Look at Albon, 42% tyres. That is heavy usage based on the fact that he had that big off. Leclerc's took damage on tyres as well. We haven't, luckily. And now we're going to try and just blister past this hurting Aston Martin. But at the minute, we can't. DRS is enabled. Shouldn't be long until we do move past, though. But Porsche, we're going long, so we're going to have to just calm him down. He's going to probably go backwards a few spots, but that's okay. And now surely Stroll can deploy past this Aston Martin, make light work, and that light work is indeed done. But what a big accident in turn 1. Absolute carnage. Turn 2 as well. And we are struggling now. We're still lapping okay, to be honest, so that front wing doesn't look like it's that much of an issue. I probably still will change it in the pit stops. But already we've gained a second on Albon, who's struggling. Leclerc's well back. Has Leclerc pitted? He hasn't. Well, least Max Verstappen is not gaining anything on Stroll at the moment. Porsche stuck in a bit of a traffic jam here on lap 4. So lap 9, a lot of changing around. Porsche's moved himself back up to P9, but this is a DRS train again. Stroll's moved past De Vries now into P17. 6 seconds adrift now of Zhou Guan Yu. And he laps last lap around 3/10 slower. So just going to have to watch it. Yellow flag is out again, but that quickly ends as it was a Giovinazzi running wide from turn for P8, and that puts Porsche right on the back with DRS, and he's going to go to the left-hand side. Another yellow flag. There's been another crash. It's not Stroll. We're safe this time. Who's crashed now? George Russell and Perez in the lead. Oh, and they just touch. I mean, there's not a lot to that, is there? It's not a proper crash, as we let the Haas back pass for some reason. That is us against Giovinazzi, who had that mistake, and we are 2.6 seconds quicker that lap ahead of him. Can we close it down the straight? We are just still looking after tyres, and a penalty for Sergio Perez is given. So penalty for Perez. Can we get past this Haas who is struggling? Tyres have took a whack as well. We're looking after tyres. We've been looking after tyres for a while. Stroll is all good, and through Maggots and Beckett's, scarily, we go. And that is a great exit as we battle through the field, and we're up to P8. Stroll just casually going along, really. He's not got a lot to do. He might whack on a set of hards. Hards look like a nice tyre at the moment, just to eke out and be really fast at the end. That might be the way we go. Mediums, I could probably cruise a set of mediums as well. But I just think I'm going to have to pit a little bit earlier. Check the last laps, 1:31.8 compared to Hamilton's 1:33.3. We're lapping quick. But, I mean, even Porsche did a 31.1. And now he's got the other Haas ahead of him. He is flying on these hards. I think the hards are a very solid tyre. And remember, Stroll's got front wing damage, but it's not costing him too much at the minute. It would cost us around 7 seconds if we pitted extra. And that's 7 seconds I don't think I want to take at the moment. Because it's all about, can we get back in the points? Perez has got a penalty. Verstappen just moves into the points. He's in and out at the moment. And now we go again with Porsche on the second Haas. Can't get through. Stroll going through as well now. Just closing. Lapping a tenth quicker than Hamilton this time round. But can we deploy and get past the Haas? We're going to go try Maggots and Beckett's again. It's going to be down the straight where we get it. And we are through. Porsche on these hards is absolutely laughing it up. Absolutely laughing it up. He is flying. Hopefully we can stay ahead. So another crash here. Albon has locked up and we've got another crash. It's crazy this race, and it is Kevin Magnussen this time with the AlphaTauri on the right hand side. And it's like a repeat of the one before with Russell and Russell and Perez. Wow, what a race this has been. This has been crazy. Stroll's pushing. You're going to give him everything to push as well as he just closes up on the back. Verstappen's got a penalty in Perez. Tsunoda and Magnussen investigation as well. So many penalties. No penalty this time round given. Porsche is in P7. Last lap. Lapping well. 1:31.4. He's got really good pace at the moment. Has Porsche. And it's 2.8 the gap. We've got Stroll now catching, but we are about to pit him. Going to save our ERS system, and we are the first one into the pits. First one, let's go. So Stroll pits. He's going to come out so far behind. But if he can cruise on the mediums, he might have a chance of catching up. And that is not what you need. Is a 4.5 second pit stop to go with it. He comes out P18. Luckily he's ahead of Albon by quite a distance. So just a small issue. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go standard already. Go to neutral, let him just cruise because he's got to hope for a safety car or something to get back into this race. Porsche's P7 and he's got a decent gap. Last time out, lapping wise, he's lapping okay. He is looking at doing the one stop though, compared to some of these that are potentially doing two or could go onto the hard tyres and do two. So we could be role reversal and be a little bit faster considering our pace is around them and we are on the hards. So yellow flag again. There's another crash at this track. This is the most crashes I have ever seen.
And yep, it's the Haas that's affected.
Everything. And it's Haas versus AlphaTauri. Giovinazzi into turn 3. I think it is. That's a big crash as they both go off. I think they'll both continue. No, we just need a safety car. Magnussen and De Vries both pitting. De Vries going in now, Magnussen coming out. So Stroll's going to be not too far behind. And Giovinazzi is on his way. Surely that's hurt their tyres quite a bit. Not too bad. Magnussen's on the softs. He'll be a lot quicker than us. Giovinazzi gets a penalty. So quite a few penalties out there at the moment. But what we got? P7. Lapping okay. Verstappen now catching us. We're lapping just about 3 tenths. We'll see the lap time that we do over the line. It was a 1:31.0 for Norris. 1:31.7. So, and Verstappen right there on a 1:31.6. So Norris pushing a little bit. But Norris is great on mediums. Absolutely great on his tyre management. It is a dream. What does Stroll do as he crosses the line? And he's lapping in of 30.8. So he's lapping very quickly. So we are closing here. Porsche is closing on the pack, and obviously we're sitting P6 at the moment. We want to try and go just a little bit longer if we can. We've got good fuel. We're just going to push that fuel now while we're on the hards, while we're slowing down a little bit as well. Stroll's up to P14, but remember he has got to pit again, and all these have got to pit again if I'm honest on the softs. There's no way they do not pit. And we are lapping still very nicely. Sainz is in, and we're lapping with 30.553 last time round. And Porsche doing a 1:31.0 is a second quicker than the car ahead of Fernando Alonso. We're going to deploy our ERS now, and you can see the traction that we've got off the corner. And we are going to try a move. Not going to have the current pace to get past him at that point. We're going to keep it though, as we do try and go to the outside. We're going to keep this going all the way to the straight because we should get past here. Still, Stroll lapping a second quicker than Magnussen, who's on the softs, and we're not even pushing him. Perez pits from the lead. We go past Alonso. And this one stop is going to be hard to do, but we're trying our very best here to scramble some points as we go through. Alonso just stay behind us, and we are up to P3 as we try and battle through from the back of the field. Stroll is now on the back of Gasly. Gasly on the softs. And that shows you the pace that Stroll's got in this car. Some unbelievable pace on the mediums, and he'll be on the softs at the end as well. Should be able to get past here down the straight. And yes, there you go. Look how easy that is for Stroll. As the famous last words, because Gasly brakes later and comes back at us. But we do get great exit, and we're going to go round the outside. Oh, brilliant racing. Porsche, I think, is going to potentially take the lead here of the race. Down the straight we go. And now, are we going to get past? No, we're not. So this soft tyre, still running pretty fast. Let's just conserve. Porsche is into an 8.5 second lead out front, doing the one stop. What do they all go to? Hards. So they are going one stop. Let's keep an eye on the gap. So 9.5 seconds to Russell. These will start pushing out of the pits though. We are now due to come out around 10th place with Porsche. But we can't go to mediums just yet, so we just got to keep it going as it is. We're going to go to neutral. Stroll. Gasly's just dipped then, so Gasly probably just has lit up them soft tyres now.
It's not going to be long.
Not going to be long for Porsche. The gap is going to start tumbling. Yellow flags again out there, but no issues caused. Tsunoda running wide. And that is Alonso falling really far back. He is now come out on the hard, so he's only just come out actually. But Gasly's just got past his. Hamilton's still got a pit. Porsche's on 39%. Did a 131.3. Perez did a 129.4 last time out. So did Ocon on the softs. So still just trying to creep this in. We're about halfway now. Still got it's a long way to get some mediums, this is. We're going to have to take some pain. Definitely going to have to take some pain. Time to bring Porsche in. He's got one lap to do. We're going to push him hard. He's lost 9 seconds in about 4 laps. But this is not the race we're in, obviously. We're going to come out P10. Because that is a big gap to Danny Rick. Russell will come past us. But we're going to be on some nice juicy mediums with clear air. Looking at Stroll, who's in the pit window of our Porsche exit, and he's lapping last time round. Did a 30.9, which is not a bad time, but is surely going to get better as Porsche pits. And it's an okay stop, 3.7, where we're going to come out. Magnussen pitted as well, so Porsche's out in P9. There's Stroll just going ahead now, so we don't want any fighting of teammates here. Although we're lapping well, Porsche is on a different mission here. We're going to go down to standard. Don't need to push anything on these tyres. And now these will carry on. Remember, Stroll's got to try and come back through when he moves to the softs towards the end. And it's Porsche now, looking at the back of Pierre Gasly. Them soft tyres starting to reduce 49%. And we are done what Stroll couldn't do earlier on. And Porsche is through into P7. Ocon still got to pit. These medium tyres are going to be on a bit edgy, I would say. And we're probably going to be in with still a decent chance. If they do pit again, luckily we're in that pit window of 21.7. Yellow flag again. Oh no. Why, Stroll? Come on, find gear. Oh, and I think that's Stroll out pretty much.
Now this one involves
I don't know why it's saying it from the start. That is a start.
And not just one car involved in that, as you
Wow.
can see. A bitter blow too for more than one driver from the pack.
I don't know why it's showed it as from turn 1. That's quite impressive. I think Stroll is going to have to go on to hards. There's just no other way now. We've got to pit. We've got to pit with him. It's our only chance. Pourchaire's in P7. He's got that gap down to 21 now. So that's 41. And that is positions ahead. That is Sainz and Alonso both fighting each other. And we are slowly catching him whilst looking after these medium tyres. We're not pushing it. Stroll's 14th. Had a very bad race in the end after that crash at turn 1. And we are pushing them hard tyres and pushing pretty much everything in the hope that safety car or something happens. And as you can see, Pourchaire has got terrific pace compared to this Aston Martin and Mercedes. We're going to take one car. Are we going to take a lunge on the Mercedes as well? Oh, I'll tell you what, we're going to try. We're going to get good traction. Can we keep the Aston Martin at bay? Yes, we can. And this is quite a race. Into Cups we go. Can we stay ahead? It is ahead at the moment. We're going to get DRS. We're a bit sandwiched though, as now it's a freeway battle as we've lost out. Somehow we lose out completely there. And now it is Sainz and Alonso swapping around, and we go again. Let's ride on board. Hard tyres of Sainz. I think they're both on hard tyres. They are both on used hard tyres now. 10 laps to go. And we're trying to make a move. Look at the traction that we've got. But again, just this DRS zone just not allowing us to get past. Pourchaire, lap 44. Oh, Mercedes still gets DRS. 40 was just out of reach. And now we're going to try to the outside. And we are going to get him. We're going to get past Sainz. That's a lovely move to P5. These hard tyres are struggling. Norris is comfortable on tyres. It's Perez that might struggle a little bit more. And now we should be able to get the Aston Martin as well. DRS will open. We'll close. Not going to close enough though right now. Pushing with Stroll, but kind of pushing for nothing really. Can we find a way past Alonso? Surely. Down the straight, we're going to have our chance. We could rescue P4. That would be a very good day considering what has happened in this race. As we go into the final corners. And we're going to try the outside again. That worked well last time. It's going to work even better this time. We're through. Into P4. Alonso coming back at us. Didn't see that coming. We're probably going to give Alonso DRS here as well. Well, oh my god. Wow. We're on board with that. That was incredible.
Right, we're down at turn 5.
Alonso
And round they go.
takes us nearly out, loses it. Jesus, I thought he took us out. That would have been the icing on the cake, quite frankly. And that should be very damaged tyres for Alonso, down to 38%. But Stroll is nowhere near to be able to jump him. And it does break Pourchaire away from the pack, which is good. Going to go back to neutral. I mean, Stroll's lapping quick. It's not going to lap quick enough though. Pourchaire, we can push some fuel now as well. So 3 laps to go, and we are actually closing on these McLaren ahead of Norris. 2.6 the gap. We lapped a 10th. I kind of feel like I just want to absolutely launch these tyres, and I'm going to. We have got to just conserve the fuel, but I feel like with a chance. Stroll is lapping very quick, and he is behind the Haas at the moment. There is a chance for points for Lance Stroll. He's lapped a purple sector so far.
No more energy.
He's lost out on ERS though. That's what we're struggling on. Can we get past? Where is the gap to Pourchaire? Now 1.6. Can we snatch a podium after a disaster of a race? We are pushing both tyres very hard, and it's less than a second as we stay on board with Stroll. These are both going to get...
They're at the peak now.
Yeah, tyres I'm fine with, mate. Carry on.
Confirm.
Just going to save again. It's going to go down the straight. Pourchaire, gotta just, I think, look after fuel for a moment.
Take it easy on the straight.
Come on. Deploy. There's points here. Final lap. We are chasing. We're going to deploy but save fuel at the same time. We're deploying as well. Can we get Pourchaire onto the podium? He's going to have a massive chance here. He's going to move to the left. He's on the podium. What a drive this would be from Pourchaire. We're conserving fuel all the time. Stroll has just got... Oh, there's Stroll. I was looking at the wrong car. Porsche. We're trying to save fuel. 6 tenths is the gap. This would be an unbelievable race from Theo Porsche. We're conserving. 8 tenths is the gap now. We're going to snatch a podium with a race of his life from Porsche. And we're back on fuel level as well. Stroll still just can't get past. It's been a great race from Porsche. What a recovery drive after qualifying. And Stroll with a great recovery drive so far. But it's just going to come short of points, I think. As we're going to go to the left-hand side, these two need to take each other out. That would be great. They're going to go battling, and I don't think we're going to make it. We're not. We are not. P12 for Stroll. Poor race
Okay, Lance, so this will be
by his standards.
So that's P12.
Turn 1 with Leclerc absolutely cost us.
Now that's
But
really
Theo
fantastic
Porsche
move for the Williams driver.
takes a podium, which was very unexpected. Brilliant for Theo. And that is 10 places, look, what a drive, P3. He just finishes 8 seconds off the lead. Ocon set the fastest lap. Lance Stroll up, big loser, down in P12. But Leclerc and Albon, 19th and 20th. That means Lance Stroll stays where he is. Max only scored 2 points. Theo moves up to 7th. In the Constructors, we don't gain, we lose out 15 points compared to the 10 of Ferrari extra and the 5 of Red Bull. Oh, that was a disaster race, but we got a podium. That's the main thing. We shouldn't have been that far off with Stroll, but we was in the end. 3.6 million, we'll take that to upgrade. But it is what it is. We'll take it as we move on to Hungary, which will be round 12. Fingers crossed, a better race.